For more on this, let's bring in a cybersecurity expert. Morgan Wright is joining us here on the program. Morgan, thank you for bearing with us. Of course, we're trying to stay updated with the very latest here. Sometimes we drop some connections with our live reporters. We're just talking about the impact of cyber attacks and Ukraine reporting that this morning. Your thoughts on the possible devastation that, of course, we know going off the grid can cause a country?
Yeah, Russia has already demonstrated their ability to take out the power grid in Ukraine. They did it December 23rd, 2015, when they launched the Black Energy attack, by the way, which was exactly 1 year after Ukraine voted to change their status to an aligned nation so they could apply for NATO membership. By the way, this is the second time that dam got attacked. It was attacked by Joseph Stalin and the NKVD. They blew it up during World War II when Hitler was invading Russia. So Russia has a long history with Ukraine of blowing up their power generation capabilities. So I'd look at the power. I'd also look at the water as well. If you want to bring a nation to its knees, you go after two main things: power, water. They've also gone after banking. That also instills chaos into the public. It instills fear into them because they fear the unknown. I can't get to my money. There's a run on ATMs. There's a run on the banks. So these denial of service attacks are in combination with something my team at Sentinel-1, our Sentinel-1 Labs, I'm the chief security advisor there, just also discovered a strain of malware that it appears Russia has deployed against Ukrainian corporations. And what it is, it just wipes the disk. It makes the disk inoperable on these Windows machines. And that's an active attack that we see going on right now inside of Ukraine. So they're launching the things you can see, like the denial of service attacks. But the ones that really concern me are the attacks we haven't seen yet that are still under the radar that may be coming at a later point.
Absolutely. Of course, is what's unknown is most concerning at this point. Morgan, as we continue to keep an eye on what's happening in Ukraine, for Americans tuning in at this hour right now, perhaps they might wonder if we too could be under the concern of a possible cyber attack on our own. Again, this ahead of anticipated sanctions that we're expected to hear from the president perhaps later today.
Yeah, that's the good point right there. Ahead of sanctions, because once these sanctions happen, then Vladimir Putin has a history of retaliating based upon slights or perceived slights. And so, yeah, it's very possible that he will target things, including, for example, I think Germany's going to be high on his list of targets. Why? Because they canceled the Nord Stream 2, the gas pipeline. So that's in there. He could be going after NATO partners, including the United States, especially once these sanctions come out. But the thing Putin has to be careful of, this is not a kinetic war now. We're talking about a warfare in the fifth domain called cyberspace. When what happens there is that we can now bring together forces from NATO. By the way, Estonia is a key partner over there because Russia attacked Estonia years ago, took them completely offline. Well, the NATO Cyber Center of Excellence is, guess where? Estonia. So they've got the ability now to bring all of these new tools, which I believe they're sharing some of them with Ukraine to help bring their websites back online, some of the financial systems back online to help them deflect these attacks. So Putin can say that. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing to do it. And if he says it and they do it, then the question becomes, does this constitute an act of war? Is it something that he's done now we can attribute to him because he said he was going to do it?
Sure. And again, we know how reliant people have become on their cell phones and internet as well, especially during a very intense time. Morgan Wright joining us this morning. Morgan, thank you very much. We do appreciate your insight and analysis.